La difusión, o sea, la capacidad de difusión en Internet y la fama que ha alcanzado Angry Birds representan, entiendo, al mismo tiempo un desafío. ¿Cómo ven ustedes este desafío, usted como creador, como creativo, como persona que tendría que ir a la cabeza de la curva, pues a la cabeza de la tendencia? ¿Cuál es el desafío que ve en la importancia que tiene este juego?
So there are a couple of things. One of them is I have been part of this experience, and I do have insights in how this happened and where it can lead. But I've also let other people now take care of that. So I've left Rovio and I'm kind of letting them be on their path, and I'm taking my own path now. But what I can see is it has opened the eyes of people in terms of product development. And showed that you can create a brand from something as small as a game. And it's not because it was a game, it was because the company and the people have learned over the past experiences that they've had on how to capitalize on the new opportunities they were getting. And a lot of companies and people tend to be really narrow-minded and looking at, okay, I'm an engineer, I can only do engineering work. I'm a marketing person, I can only do marketing. But in today's world, we can be anything we want. And by combining these different things together, let it be by learning them ourselves or putting them together with other people working as a team, we can achieve anything. And this is for me the biggest learning from Rovio and Angry Birds is the fact that from a character, a drawing, you can build hope and excitement for people. And this is what we see. I mean, kids are really excited about the game, they're excited about the characters, the brand in a certain way, but they're also learning about physics. They're also learning about storytelling. They're learning a lot of things. And parents are also learning of letting go and letting their kids use these new devices and also are happy that sometimes they can be quiet because the kids are playing Angry Birds. So there are all these things that are kind of changing in people's mentality and realizing that we do need to escape once in a while, and Angry Birds is a great way to do that, but we can also learn from it. We can also use that as a platform to learn something and grow from it.
¿Es posible que usted me explique a qué se refiere con su new personal path?
Well, we are the sum of our experiences. So what I've learned when I was at Nokia, at Rovio, and the different projects that I worked on, and I'm now the ones I'm leading, is definitely having an impact on the next thing that I'm going to do. But what I would really, and what I have been trying to do, and what I want to keep on doing, is to help others to succeed. Because you can have one person succeeding, that's great. But if one person can enable hundreds of people to succeed, and these hundreds of people can enable another hundreds of people to succeed, then I'll be quite happy. I am really happy already now to be here and sharing these experiences. But I guess the key is there is a cultural change in how we see work and work life and personal life. But that also means that we do now have a bigger chance to make a difference as an individual in the society as well. Before, we used to work at big companies. Now we have the opportunity to build our own business, and we're not necessarily depending on these big companies. So these are the things that are kind of changing. So entrepreneurship is really close to my heart.
En cuestión de cómo este mercado del desarrollo de aplicaciones móviles, ¿cuál es su perspectiva personal en cuanto a las tendencias que se vienen?
Well, in business we've been talking a lot about glocality, so global business with local actions. What I see now is mobile is enabling locality to become global. So we're kind of going the other way around, is that you have the possibility to build a community around yourself and around the service. Let's say somebody in San Salvador has an idea of an app that's going to help people, right? He's going to be able, or she's going to be able to build a community around that. But then because he or she speaks Spanish, then suddenly the whole Latin America becomes accessible, and then Spain in Europe. So the world is now becoming really local, that we can reach all these places, and that's thanks to mobile in a way, because you have distribution channels that have been set up. Apple with the App Store, Google with Google Play, Nokia with their stores, and Microsoft and so forth. So we have reach, and we can engage with people worldwide, and we can start small from a local community and expand that to make it grow. So this is when you start seeing that things can work. And then the step to go from family to friends, from friends to people you know, from people you know to people you don't know, is really short. I mean, if we look at Twitter, Facebook, how easy is it today to connect with people? You can talk with anybody.
¿Cuál sería su consejo para los desarrolladores de aplicaciones móviles aquí en El Salvador, que es una apuesta muy fuerte que se ha hecho por parte de la empresa privada y el gobierno?
My advice would be, look at what's around you and think about opportunities. Whenever somebody tells you they have a problem, think about how can you solve that problem, because that's where the opportunity lies in. And the other thing is, it is great to understand your own place, your own country, but if you have the opportunity to travel and see how things are done in other places, within the country, within the continent, across the continents, that will give you a larger perspective as well on what can be achieved.